Hello my soul family, welcome to today's video. My name is Christie Ramirez and I am a soul coach. I have a master's in marriage and family therapy and I bring in so much spirituality into all that I do because I want to teach you what is the bigger picture in life, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. We are at a critical moment right now. We just had the 4 planet go retrogrades. We had Pluto, then we had Saturn, then we had Venus, and then we had Jupiter just 2 days ago. So this energy that we're feeling in the air is real and is a spiritual wake-up call. And that's what I'm going to title this video, because it's a spiritual wake-up call for everybody, for light workers and for those asleep alike, in different ways. And that's what I want to talk about. You know, what is it, the next steps that we're being guided to do? What is the importance of this time that we're all in, and how can we best make use of this time so that we can create a revolutionary new world where magic exists, where all your dreams come true, and where truly it's heaven on earth. And that's where we're moving towards, but it really is in the hands of us. And you know what we're gonna do with this energy and how diligent we're gonna stay on our spiritual mission, because as light workers, you have still a choice if you're going to fulfill the mission or just, you know, let it be and let someone else do it. And then that's where the laziness comes in, and that's where the unalignment comes in, because we are all meant to do a specific role here on earth. And that's the wake-up call. It's like, what is it that you're really meant to be doing here on earth? Are you living your life according to your ego, or this false persona, or this false illusion of what you think you are, who, you know, is around you? Are they the right people? Are they motivating you to uplift your spirit, or are they keeping you in lower vibrations? Are you really in love with yourself? Do you take care of yourself and those around you? And you know, it's also about giving to humanity, seeing the collective as the bigger picture. See, it's not all about us. And that's where living through our higher self enables us to give back to the world in whatever way that means for you. Everybody has a different gift, everybody has a different talent, but we're all being called to use these talents and show up, not hide away, not let the energies get the best of us and just, you know, waste your days just, you know, doing nothing, thinking that you need to heal more, or there will be a better day to do it. Or another excuse that I get is, I just don't see the point, or I don't have the energy to, etc., right? There is a point, because this is just a transitory phase that we're all in. This is not permanent, this is temporary. And as a matter of fact, it's actually transitionary. So we're in this process of being moved in between. We're between the old and between the new. So when we realize that this new is actually closer than we think, then we're gonna stay motivated, because at any minute, we're gonna get there. But the problem is that some people seem to believe that it's a very far-fetched goal, that is way ahead, and that it's unreachable. Right? And that's not true, because this new earth is very much reachable, and we're actually closer than you think, because people back in the day, centuries behind, in the Piscean age, for example, they were quite a while from being there, right? And they weren't going to experience this new world in their lifetime because it was way too much ahead. But luckily for us, our generation, we're actually closer. And you know, a lot of these prophecies are written even in the Bible. They've been prophesied by past visionaries, and a lot of these predictions, you could say, have come true. So what's to say that these other future ones will not, right? And I've gotten a lot of downloads in regards to this topic as well. And the first download that I'm getting when it comes to this split of these two worlds is that it's first going to be very much energetic and visual, okay, rather than physical, you see, because the people who are awake and the people who are open to this new world will have access to this new world, but the people who are asleep will not. So they won't have this proof that they're seeking. you see, because the bottom of the line is that to experience miracles, you need to believe in miracles, right? And that's actually what the daily message spiritual guidance card that came up this morning. And if you're not part of my spiritual counseling TV network, every morning there's a daily video with spiritual guidance, affirmations, gratitude journal, a morning prayer, and a daily lesson from A Course in Miracles. So there's so much good things there. And that was the card of the day. And now I realize why that card came out. Because in order to experience these miracles of this new world that we're trying to create, you need to believe in it. It's not just going to magically appear. And you need to be in that vibration to believe in it and to be receptive to it when it's going to come. And you need to also be aware of when these new portals are opening and make sure that you're ready to move through that new portal. Because if you're not ready, it's kind of like you're going to be denied access, okay? Like, think in the movie Aquaman, okay? There was a bridge between the ocean, the entire ocean, and this magical world of Atlantis where all the royals were. And there was a bridge that you had to pass through because there was a lot of people that were trying to sneak in, right? That's what the movie was about. And so that's metaphorically how this new world is happening as well. Because if you're not in the right state of mind, if you're not gonna use it for the highest good, then you're gonna be denied access to this new magical world, you see, because you're not in line with divine will. So this is where you also being wake up to see if you are really truly devoted to the divine, or is it more self-serving? Is it more ego-driven? Is it more because you just want to experience the materialistic good things in life? And we're not saying that that's a bad thing. That's a good thing, but that's a reward for you being on mission. That's a reward for you putting God first. And that's at the core of it all, putting God first and seeing how magically your life will unfold as a result. And this spiritual realm is real and we all feel it. It's undeniable. But if you're going to keep denying yourself this truth, that's where the wake-up call also happens, because that's when you're experiencing tower moments. And a lot of people are experiencing these physically in their own lives. Not everybody, because not everybody is on the same plane, right? And even on the same chapter of this book of life. For those light workers who have been doing their work, this is actually a good time for them. They're actually experiencing rewards. They're seeing the manifestations of the hard work that they've been trying to grow. And for others who have been in the wrong direction, they're experiencing hard moments because they're experiencing a huge downfall. Either they've lost things or they've just realized that it's not fulfilling. Either or, it's creating these tower moments that have all been due to divine intervention, because the divine is trying to wake you up to what you're meant to be doing, what's going to really fulfill you on a deep core level, and how to be more of a light worker as a person, you see, when it comes to your relationships, to how you communicate, and to how you use your energy and your status in this life, right? Because we're all meant to uplift each other, not hurt each other. And it's not about stepping on others to get to the top. That's not what it's about. And that will definitely be condemned by the divine, and it will definitely be, immediately shouted out to you back that that's not the way to go. It's about doing things fair and square and putting in the work, putting in the time, and above all, being patient on your journey and enjoying the journey, not just the destination, because the destination is, first of all, not a given. Second of all, it's due to divine timing that we don't know when divine timing is. You could get visions of when divine timing is, but most of the time when you get your visions, at least for me, I don't necessarily get a timing unless I'm channeling information. And although I know that certain things will come true, the timing is really up to God. And guess what? The divine can change his mind anytime, depending on where you're at or depending on where the divine sees most fit according to everybody. Because remember that in every situation, you're not the only one being affected. If something great happens in your life, chances are that other people were involved and maybe they're not ready, or perhaps certain events need to be aligned in society globally for that dream to come to fruition. There's so many things that come into play, and that's where we don't really see what's going on behind the scenes. And truly the bigger picture, we can have a sense of what the bigger picture is, but truly the only one with this vision is the divine. And the divine will choose certain people in this lifetime to speak this truth to those who are willing to listen and truly take the actions to wake up and really, heed the advice of the divine and act accordingly, because the time is running out. And these energies they're beautiful if you know how to use them, and they can really make all the difference in your future and your experience right now as well. You can actually have a beautiful, relaxing experience while still being productive, discovering new things about yourself, getting artistic, getting creative, and nourishing and cultivating your relationship with the divine even deeper. And if you don't know how to do this, I talk a lot about how to connect to your angels, which are the messengers of God, on my spiritual book club as part of your membership. And I also, give you so many guidance tips and motivational speeches as part of the Spiritual TV network. And I really think that this is the time to really benefit from that, because I really, really see the shift in energy once I listen to those videos. And I wish that more people could be a part of that and really get to experience a little bit of that heaven in your daily life, because it really is when the angels speak to you in the morning and you realize that things are not as bad as they seem, or as bad as your mind wants it to make you believe, or even as the illusions in the world make you want to believe, because it really is not the case, right? There's a lot of over dramatization and over exaggeration that when you're spiritually awake and your third eye is clear, you can clearly see through all of that, whatever you want to call it, right? Because the truth is that the divine has got her back. And the truth is always going to be that of a positive nature. That's the truth. And if you want to see it another way, that's you, and that's up to you. It's no one's fault. And that's where really a change in perspective can really help you to overcome your own mental health issues, your own fears and insecurities, your own anxieties about the future, and really get it together, because the divine wants you to be that leader, wants you to step up, wants you to grow up, and wants you to be the mature adult light worker that you know you can be. But you have to be willing to accept this, because all the energies and all the resources are there for your taking. But it's being willing to see the resources where they're hidden, where you didn't think to look. And that's when you're going to realize that you have more than you thought, and you have more to be grateful than you can ever imagine. And that's the kind of vibration and mentality that the divine rewards and that sees. You are being watched always by God. So never think that you can escape, because God is always watching, and God is everywhere. God is in this mic. God is in this TV. God is in me. God is in you. And when you can learn to see God in all things, you start to see the magic and the miracles in all things. And that's what creates a revolutionary wake-up call for entire humanity. Through the aligning of our chakras, we access these higher consciousness. So I also really suggest that you take a look at this book that I have available on Amazon. It's called Heal from the Inside Out. I'm in the process of developing the edition 2, which will be an addition to this book, which will go deeper into each chakra. So start learning about the 14 main chakras and how you can best activate, balance them out, and heal them, so that you can truly be receptive to what the divine's messages are trying to come to you. Because there's a lot that's coming to us, and we're getting help from above, but you need to be willing to receive the help. And by receiving the help is by being open in love, open heart chakra, staying in the vibration of joy. Because if you're in a lower vibration, the divine will not reach you. It's about being in joy, so that you can attract more good things in your life, and the guidance that you need to attract even more good things and a better experience in your life. Good vibes only. A high vibrational life where all is well, love and abundance is overflowing. And that's the kind of life that we all want to live together as one. So I really hope that you take the action to learn more about your spiritual journey. Take a look at all the videos on my YouTube channel, on my website, ChristieRamirez.com/TV. Make sure you become a member of the Spiritual Counseling TV network with all the awesome shows and free content that I have there, plus access to the School of Light library, where we talk about so many things. The whole directionary is there, so you can have a whole bunch of new ancient wisdom that is really going to benefit you on your journey, in your love life, and in your overall well-being as a spiritual being that you are here on earth. So I'm wishing you all an amazing and beautiful day. Namaste.